Well, looks like a Punk finally made himself all elite. Hey everyone, it is me, Duke CT, and this is my AEW Rampage review of week 2. And wow, what a. First, I have to say, a lot of people were excited to see this man, CM Punk, Phil Brooks. This man coming back in the world of pro wrestling, and man, people were excited. And honestly, it was smart for AEW to do this right here, right now, at the beginning of the show, because they would have been chanting CM Punk the entire night. So it's smart. They just got it out of the way, and honestly, the promo was really good. And it was really good. CM Punk, the crowd were loving him. I mean, I saw that one dude just crying. Man just felt like he was so. I mean, the man probably was like, this is the happiest moment of that man's life. I'm not like that, but hey, I'm happy for him. That sort of thing. But hey, CM Punk is in AEW, and the T-shirt he was wearing is already on being on already sold out from AEW shop, and now it's basically being sold on eBay for $400. I think not $200. Same price of Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door, that type of thing. That sort of thing. It's right up there. But I might pick that up when I go up to New York and see the Grand Slam. But AEW Grand Slam, seeing what type of big stuff they're gonna do. But anyway, AEW Rampage, man, this show was really fun. Other than Punk's promo, and they actually shout out to the Darby Allin and Sting, and man, he is going to get booed, but I don't know. It's going to be an uphill battle, but I think Punk wins barely, because Darby can eat a loss here. He'll be fine. Heck, it might go to a feud anyway. I mean, Darby can eat a loss, or he can win, or maybe that can set Punk on the heel turn. I don't know, but I think it's probably going to be the last match of the evening, personally. But that's why I feel like that's going to happen. Last match, main event, big lights, Darby Allin Punk. When that stuff happens, it's going to be really good. And overall, the crowd really loved it. The people are excited to see CM Punk. Promo was great. And, I love the line saying, on August 13th, 2005, he left pro wrestling. August 20th, 2021, I came back. And yeah, you know what? That was a great promo. Shout out to Ring of Honor. And yeah, it was a really good promo. I mean, it was a little long, but I mean, he needed to take that time. It hurt the matches a bit, because I really think those matches had to rush, because they only had 30 minutes. Yeah, they couldn't, oh crap, we have wrestling and all the other stuff. But man, this show really needed it needed a dark AEW dark, dark elevation, that type of extra minutes to get the matches need to breathe. I think Kiera Hogan versus Jade could have gone a little bit longer, and the crowd would have liked it. But it was a short squash and such, which a shame, because they did show that she was a 2-time Impact Tag Champion. And I wish they could have done a little more, because I think Kiera Hogan's really good. So hopefully they do. I want to see that match go down the road really soon. Then the tag match, which was really good. I love that top Canadian destroyer from Private Party. Like that dude just hit that. That was perfect. I thought it was gonna be just a doomsday device, but dang, I thought that was gonna be the match ender. Isaiah hit that. I was like, that's it. Boom. And no thanks to the Luchasaurus kicking out, knocking them over. But this was a great tag match. I wish it went a little longer, but they couldn't because of CM Punk's promo. They had to probably rush it. But yeah, it was a really good tag match, and I'm surprised Private Party didn't pick up the victory here. And I would that would have been interesting to see Private Party go to the finals and face my pick, Lucha Brothers, and then Lucha Brothers winning and defeating the Young Bucks, which would be awesome. That would have been great. But looks like that's not going to happen. It looks like Jurassic Express, I have no issue with that anyway. So here's to Jurassic Express winning and becoming the new AEW Tag Champions. I can't wait for that. And hopefully the finals match, be it against Varsity Bronze or Lucha Brothers, I hope it's going to be a good match. I hope it's going to be a lot longer so they can have it breathe so the people can actually sit and watch it. And then we get to our main event, the interview. Honestly, 2.0, man. I should have watched Everrise a bit more in WWE. Did they ever show this type of energy? And when they were in NXT or something like that? Because, man, they have this energy in him. And Daniel Garcia as well. Don't split this team up. They don't need to split up at all. I know people are getting a little angry about the factions. But, honestly, sure, put that in the faction, too. I have no issue with that. Have them be a faction. Or, heck, have them join Team Taz. Who cares? Do something with them. Because I think have them be there will be awesome. Because, they have this great, connectivity. They have a great synergy. So I want to see more with Daniel Garcia. And then Moxley, that interview segment. Moxley coming down here, man. They have so like fire. And they went, honestly, I felt like this definitely needed more time. I felt like, man, if they had like a good 10 to 15 minutes, I think Daniel Garcia and Moxley would have a great match. That would have been a good, even great match. Give them 20 minutes, and I think they could have a great match. Hopefully, if I actually was my booking hat, if I was Tony Khan, I would say, you know what, All Out, rematch, have it happen at All Out, 20 minutes, they both go at it, have Daniel Garcia win, and then the blow-off, this mini-feud blow-off, have, Daniel Garcia versus and Moxley at, Grand, in the, the New York show. That sort of thing. And make it a submission match. Now, that would be fun. But, honestly, the match was pretty good for how short it was. I think it would have been really good if it just had a little more time. A little more like that, because honestly, I think for where Daniel Garcia is, he wrestles very well for someone his age. You feel like he's been doing this for a long while, but he's only 22, and I think he's gonna get even better. So having him going this with Moxley was really good. Seeing him put him in submissions and almost came at the victory. And I liked the little JR was in a commentary tonight, and I still don't like that 4-man booth, but, they didn't have much to work with because, the Punk promo. But, yeah, I like the fact that JR put in and just said, Jon Moxley is going to be even more mad because he had to, he's like, oh, he doesn't like to wrestle that way. And then he just and then bam, hits the close up. There you go. That's what Jon Moxley does. He's a fighter. That sort of stuff. And it shows that right there. And I hopefully, JR, for all of his faults, still can go, if he, in his, his age, man, he's really good at this commentating stuff. In my personal opinion. But overall, though, I really liked, I really love this 2.0 team. I love Daniel Garcia, even though he lost here, submission. But yeah, this looks good, and he really wants to prove that he's the best, so that's what you have to do. And it looks like they're still going after them, so who knows? And, they still went after, Moxley and everything. So I think maybe they are still going to feud. I don't know. It'd be really interesting. But yeah, they beat 2.0, start beating up on Kingston and Moxley. And then Sting and Darby Allin show up with no music. They just came and just showed up and just beat the crap out of both. Beat the crap out of all of them. Stinger sent them home happy with the nice Stinger splash. Death drop. Darby Allin with the coffin drop. And the show ends happily. So, overall, really good show. Wish the matches had a little bit longer, but then they had to do a CM Punk promo. But my hope is that next week we'll have a better, longer matches, more, some promo, but actual real good matches there of Rampage and everything, and keep going. That's what I hope. Anyway, that's it from me, Duke CT. Thank you so much for watching here on my YouTube channel. Peace and love. I'll see you when I see y'all later.